Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to be playing the game Meet Your Maker, and we're here at the workshop today, and we're going to just do a couple base trap base construction kind of stuff. I want to show you a couple things that are neat in this game, and maybe some theory crafting here with designs. But I want to kind of share some of the designs or kind of gotcha concoctions that I've made in my bases, and I've made it so that you can see the full screen, so you're not looking at my ugly mug today. So why don't we do this? So the first thing I want to show you is I was finally able, now that I know how to fix the glitch about not getting the rewards, all the rewards you earn, I now have plenty of rewards now that I know what the workaround is. So I was able to buy all the traps, most of the mods, all the monsters, most of the mods. That's not a problem. So what we're going to be looking at today is the Holocube and the and this one here, the bomb ejector. So I want to confirm the bomb ejector, and I want to put that down here. All right. So what I want to do is I want to build this around it. All right. We're going to hit R here just to make this slant up here. I'll slant that up there. Okay. So right now, if I put the Holocube in here, this Holocube, see it there? And now let's just test the base. I wish the game allowed you just to put a waypoint in so that you would test from the waypoint, so you don't have to do this walk. So we'll get up here. So that's looks like the rock bed where that Holocube is. So if I go to walk there, I'm going to fall in there. I'm going to try to escape out, and this thing is going to crush me. So I'm going to hit a respawn here. And when you're in here, if you don't have it's hard to jump out timely. So you might be disoriented. Oh geez, I don't know why it's acting weird, because I should, well, I guess I'll just use grapple to get out. But you can see that it's oh, I've got other traps on that side that I had forgotten about. So let's just get back in here. Let's delete those traps so we won't have to work there. So that Holocube bomb placement. Now, do note that Harvey can't walk across that. So you still have to have a valid path. See him outside there trying to get to the... So you still have to create a valid path for him. So if you do something like that, you know, you get a 1 in 3 chance that they're going to walk over it. But what's nice is if you want to kind of use the terrain for your advantage here, if we did something like this, and in this example, let's pretend there's a roof on this thing so that, you know, people are just not going to fly over it. So let's just say there's a roof on this thing. And what you want to do is, let's just say we want to use this simple trap here, maybe there, maybe there. So when somebody rolls up here, they're going to see those two traps. Now, yeah, maybe they'll just, you know, hit them and roll over them, but it's probably going to be more apt to try to stay towards the center, especially if you try to do a closed-in thing with these. We'll have to, let me just go up here. If we did a closed-in thing like this to kind of make them feel like they have to go through the center, all right, so and then boom, Holocube gets them if they're not quick enough, and they'll be more I think you'd be more doing that, maybe putting that there. I don't think that will work because Harvey still, because I just broke Harvey's path, so Harvey needs a clean path. And I think just to make it look Yeah, he needs a. Right now it's in red because I really don't have. Where is that? I kind of built this area. Yeah, it's down there. I built this as a workshop, not to really play. This map is not a play map, so that's why Harvey's thing is not connected. So let's test this. All right. Yeah, having to, I guess, just use that. I'm going to go all the way from the beginning. So I come up here, and then I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to hit this, and then, whoop. Yeah, I mean, now that doesn't really come out that much. So let's look at the mod and see if we can. Well, let's get back out of here. I mean, it's definitely doing its job, but is it more effective just to put would it be cheaper just to put a corrosive cube down there and people fall into the corrosive cube? I think if I could get the thing to shoot farther. Okay, let's look at chaos bombs. Let's see if those will make it spill out of there. Oh yeah, look at them. They're everywhere now. That's it right there. Those bouncing Betties coming out of there. They were everywhere. So yeah, there. That's it right there. That's what I was looking for. So something like that would work great because, granted, it's going to come out of here and destroy these two traps, but these traps are kind of helping you push them towards the center. So I was saying that you could do this same setup if you don't have this trap here. Let's go back into this. Let's say you don't have that trap in your list of things that you own. You can put a corrosive trap down there and then put a holocube, and this is, I guess, hobo way of doing it. I mean, there's an expensive way of doing it and a hobo way, and I guess this is the cheap way of doing it. And that really does the same thing, but in this situation, they've got to fall into it for it to be effective. Whereas if they just skirt it and get it to activate when the bombs come out, the bouncy Betty bombs come out, especially when you've modded it with that mod that we added to make it just bounce further, last longer, then you get more of an AoE effect. But this one works very well too. What we've got going here. So why don't we test that? All right. So I come up here, and in here, you know, I'm just looking around, I'm coming through, and boom, I'm in here, and I'm dead. It's a pit trap, with the holocube on top of it. Now, I mean, that's just one type of type of trap design that you can do. You can play around with it. Now, what I've also seen, and just so that I don't think we'll run into capacity issues, but I'm just going to clean up some of this noise here. So you could also do this here. Let me get to a block. I'm going to go with a block, and I'm just going to fill that hole in. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and that forces Harvey. That forces you into this. You're into this room, okay? So what if we did this? Whoop, and did this, and did this, and did this, and did this, and did this. All right. And then, like I said, let's pretend there's a roof that actually comes across here. Well, we might as well do it, right? Might as well not skimp on the... Okay. So why don't we put why don't we put one of these bad boys in here? Now, I got to get more mods for this guy. This is one of the guys... This is one that I didn't have fully modded. I took the armor, but I want to get Deadman Switch for this. So definitely get Deadman Switch for what I'm trying to do here with the Holocube placements here. Okay, put my Holocube in. And the Holocubes do have their own mods. This one here is Eagle Eye in case you want to embed it in the ceiling, and I'll show you how to do that after I show you this. And then you've got this one where it acts as normal blocks and guards can touch it without activating it. So I think I want to put that on there because if I don't, I think it will get activated because there's a boss. Well, actually, let's test it. Let's test it without the mod and see if the thing it should spring by itself with the monster springing it. Would be my guess. And I think I'm going to have to apply the mod for this to work the way to cleanly work the way I want it to work. Oh no, it hasn't. The monster didn't spring it, but I should spring it right there. And then, oh my God, here he comes! Boom! So that is a good way to get somebody that's ill prepared. Now, you could do that. Let's go back to test. You could do that too deep if you want. I imagine. I imagine we could do it too deep. Let me just. Okay, so what if I? What's the best way for me to do it? Would be. I don't know. Maybe if I just went out the back. And stacked it too deep. Let's see what too deep does, because I think two of these guys coming at you at a crazy. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one here. Yeah, face it the right way. I'm going to add the armor. Armor's good. I'll add the armor. And then I'll add the wall here just to button it up. Okay, so now they're too deep. I wonder how that will work if I did that with the Holocube there and I start this testing. Oh. This is the screen I want. So here's the Holocube. I'm coming across the thing. Boom, it's activated. Oh, bread and butter. Look at that. Two guys in your face. And the thing about it is, I knew these guys were coming. Now, if I think I want to get Dead Man Switch for these guys, but I think that is a very good way to use the hollow trap there to hide enemies like that you want to surprise people. And that's one way of doing it. Now, I said that I was going to do show you about the other go back to building. The other way I've seen them used. Okay. I'm going to go up here. I'm going to stack this. 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 Now, I need a top. Bear with me here. I need a top now. So, if I put this bomb ejector here, and then I hit Y, it's going to tell me how far down that bomb ejector will affect. So that bomb ejector is going to affect all the way to where I'm going to stand right there. So it's way up there. All right? So if I do the Holocube, and I put the Holocube right there, no one can see that, but we want to see what the distance is for the Holocube, and I think what it's done is it's still showing me. I got to delete it. It's still showing me this trap here. Okay, so let's put the Holocube back in there. Holocube. All right. And now I hit Y on the Holocube, and I think it's not going to. Yeah, it's one block. So I think if I put Eagle Eye on it, and I think I've seen this work, I put Eagle Eye on it, And that should give me, oh, okay, I got to rotate it. Or I shouldn't have to rotate it. I think that distance there, it's just it's not going straight down. Maybe if I put some walls around it, then it will change its, maybe it will change its direction. But it's definitely too high for it to trigger. So I definitely got it too high up there. But let's delete it here. I mean, we'll be able to test it. I'll be able to test it here. It might be just going in the wrong direction. Then, okay, I want to put the holocube. I think it's going to need to be like right here for that. Okay, so I'm going to hit F, and I'm going to do eagle eye, and then eagle eye. And then I have to hit Y. Okay, so it looks like it goes at least 1, 2, 3. So it looks like it's 3 blocks. So technically, it should be doing this down this way, and I think it's from every direction. But let's test it because I could be wrong. But if it was set up like this, with walls here, and the player can't see up that shaft, right? Okay, so the player can't see up that shaft because there'll be a holocube there, so they wouldn't know to shoot something, right? So I've got a holocube. Now you probably don't want this setup paired with these, so I'm going to get rid of this. We're not going to, because those bombs will kill these guys when the bombs come down. So you don't want to pair those together. I'm just trying to show you how a holocube can be worked. So let's test this now. I don't think I need to rotate that block. I think it's directional. It should be directional down too for those 3. So this will answer the question here. So if I go here, see, you can't see up there. There's a holocube. Oh, see, and then bam. So it just shows you in the display one direction, but it's three things. So that is how you can use, I'm going to hit test from start, so that we can see that again. Yeah. And it might not hurt to add the mod to that, to add the mod, whoop, come on, get up there. Add the mod to this, the chaos bombs, so that they bounce further. But what I think you'd want to do just to pair this up, I would think just to slow them down. Now, you're sacrificing this. You're going to be sacrificing this with the bombs coming down. But if they're running too fast, it should slow them down. Putting that there, and then putting another one there, and then putting a wall here. All right, so you're coming from this direction here, right? And you're going to have those pistons. I want to put a block there. All right. Now, it probably won't hurt either, just to, because you want to try to slow them down, right? You want to kind of make them feel uneasy. And I like to use corrosive cubes to give that uneasy feeling. So I'll put it here, and a lot of times people will slow down when they see those. And that's what you want them to do, is slow down through here. Now, again, you can't really see, you won't be able to see that, but what we can see is this blank wall. So maybe we put a patsy trap here. We put this trap here, this cheapo 30-point trap. And maybe they jump up to destroy it, not realizing by jumping up they're going to be in the... you know what? Would be better, because that patsy trap wouldn't make sense the way we have it. So let's put this here and hit R and just change the angle. So now it makes more sense that the trap would be there. And why don't we do the claw trap? That makes sense to me. So, because if we get them with the claw trap, it's holding them there for those bouncing betties to kill them. And if they jump up to destroy that, the bouncing betties will get them because they're in the midst of jumping. And that also means that we don't need to have that there, because our slowdown is going to be them dealing with this trap or getting caught by that trap. And then when they come down this hallway, this one will be firing. So let's see how that works. It's in principle, in theory, it should work well, I think. All right. So coming up here, so that's going to activate. It's going to grab me. It's as if I get caught, and then those bouncing betties are going to get me. All right. I'm going to retest again. Okay, so in this situation, I want to shoot it because I have that option. So I've shot it. So I'm going to go retrieve. I'm going to have to retrieve my stuff. I jump up to retrieve my stuff. Boom, bouncing Betty gets me. They get retrieve my bolt. And then as I try to come down here, look at that. Those things went off and did not destroy that. So maybe what we're going to need to do here, though, to make this a cleaner nightmare for them, would be to, let me just go back to the screen here. What we're going to need to do, I think, to make it squeeze tight. Let's do this. Okay, so if I did that, actually, if I did it here, can I do it here? Yeah. So that's where I would do it. So I would have to go down, and if that piston's working, then, so that combination works very well, using the Holocube to block it. So they're going to go after this not knowing that that's a Holocube, not knowing there's a trap above it that's going to dump mines down on them. All right. So the Holocube, there's many different ways that you can use it. I'm just giving you some examples today in this video, and I'm just kind of theory crafting, and I think these kind of scenarios work. I know that they work very well. I believe. Let me go to the Holocube. I think they work very well at forcing people to take a particular path, especially. Okay, so for example, if I did that, right, and the main path is there, right, and actually we would be up. Well, I'm just going to do this just so I can. Well, actually, you have to have a valid Harvey path. You got to always keep that in mind. But just remember that you can make pit traps that are elongated. Like what I'm trying to say, what I was trying to get to is pretend there I put the corrosive blocks underneath here, and let's say I did that, right? And I did that just so Harvey has his pathing. All right. So Harvey's going to go over there. So they wouldn't, I mean, it'd be a 50-50 shot, okay, if you wanted to spend resources on this. And I imagine it could play out in various locations throughout your base to do something like this. And I'm not an expert with the Holocubes. I just got them myself. So, you know, I imagine your imagination, the sky's the limit with whatever imagination you want to do. But here I'm walking into the base and pretend that I put pit traps underneath those blocks. Here, I might be more apt to walk over here than to walk down this tight ass thing, because I'd be like, okay, I'm nervous as hell. I just want to peek around here to see what's going on, and then bam, bam, I'm in a pit trap that I can't. You know, these would be the corrosive cubes would be underneath here. These cubes here that I've got, you'd have placed them down here. And that, I mean, the thing about it is you might get people if you might get people to fall for that, at least for the first kill. I mean, they're going to know after you killed them once there, but you could have those kinds of things in your base where people just think they'll be comfortable to stand on it, and when they go to do it, it does something totally different than what. And the other thing could be too, I'm just going to go back here. I don't want to make this video too long, but even here we should be able to let me see here. This is the spike trap. So if you didn't want to do a, okay, I should be able to put a hollow. I might not be able to put a hollow over this. I'm going to check. No, I can put a hollow over that. So look at that. So instead of the corrosive cubes, I mean, the thing about corrosive cubes, you almost guaranteed to get them. But I mean, if you wanted to do this, what I'm doing here, and put the spikes in instead, so that the person falls in the spikes. I mean, you could do that too. I mean, maybe that would work. Yeah, I mean, you know, you could do a lot with them. I mean, I might be just, you know, touching the tip of the iceberg here about what you can do with these things. Though what I've shown you in this video today is just things that I was thinking about after purchasing the Holocube just 3 hours ago. I was able to finally secure the resources to get everything I wanted to get in the game. And a Holocube is new to me. It's really new to me. And I just wanted to share this video on how effective it can be, especially when you're trying to hide a trap, trying to make it look like a false wall, hide monsters behind a wall. I mean, geez, whatever you can think about. And if you have suggestions, or if you've had the successful setup, please share in the comments below. Well, hopefully this video found you well. Thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.